Hello everyone, hope all are doing great. This video we're gonna see uh, Postman challenge which they announced for testers. The Postman for testers 15 days challenge. We're gonna do the challenge one by one, day wise. So uh, the thing is, so you don't need to directly come here and start the challenge by seeing this video. Go to the 15 days challenge and try to do the challenge. And if you're unable to figure it out and you are stuck at somewhere else, come back to this video and see how to do it. Before jumping into this, we need to go to the 15 days challenge for Postman. I will open the link. By end of this video, all 15 days, once you complete all 15 days, then you will be able to do the API test using Postman. This is an extraordinary challenges they have provided. It will be great if you can try to complete each and every item. So before jumping into it, we need to create a collection. Without collections, so most of the people who are seeing this video might already know about Postman, and some of them are new. So I'm going by the generic purpose. So everyone who's watching this video, they will learn Postman as well. Mm, Before jumping into the day one, we need to create a collection. So without collections, we will not be able to do anything. Okay, so this are all listed collection which I already have. Uh, to create your collection, just type create, click on the create collections, and here just say it's a blank workspace API demo. Yeah, it's just a blank workspace, and click on next, and next you should be giving the name of these collections. This time we can give what else we can give. It's it's Sean. Okay, Sean challenge 15 days challenge or Postman challenge. Okay, Sean Postman test or Postman challenge or what? We have to give a unique name that should be. Stand from 15 days postman. 15 days postman. How about this? From 15 days postman. And it should be a public workspace, then only it will be submitted. Okay. Click on create. So now we have a workspace created, that is from 15 days postman. It is an empty workspace. In my another tab, I have list of challenges listed by Postman. Day one challenges: get a challenge, read the documentation, submit the solution. Okay, fine. And what is day one? Let's see. It's API client. API client. It's time to before jumping into device challenge, read all the things before submitting the solution, because you have to do all the tasks 1 2 3 4 tasks to get your result or submitted, or else it will not be submitted and you will be facing issue at the last while submitting the batch. Fine. Yes, let's jump into it. Let's do the first task. Import the request. Import the following data in Postman as a raw text. So some of you already know how to import the text, Postman request as a raw text, and some of you might not know. I'll teach you that. Then save the request to this collection under API client folder. Name it as echo. This is our first step. This is the curl command they have provided. I will copy this curl command, and then that is my collection. So here is a okay. I forgot to mention one thing, like we need to create a fork before doing our task. Okay, so create a fork and name similar name as this one. API client, and this should be in our created workspace. This is the workspace which we created with original collection. That's fine. Fork collection. Okay, now I fork the collections from Postman to my Sham 15 days Postman challenge. Let's begin with the step one. Step one is to create. So we need to import the raw text. This is the text which I copied from there. This is the text which I copied. Where is that? This one. Switch it to this space. Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay, this is the one which I copied from the curl command. This is a curl command. Copy it and go to the collection and import and paste it. Then it will get reflected in the here. Okay, import, paste, showing us this. And this time what we have to do is remember each and every task, click on save button. Until unless you save, your record will not be saved and you will not be able to submit the solution. Okay, this is asking me where do you want to save this request. I'm going to save this in API client and save. Perfect. Now everything looks good to me. It's post request, and also by clicking on this code icon you can see the curl command which you pasted. Okay. Right now we don't require this. I close this one. Step one is done. We just pasted the curl command. And okay, sorry, it's not completed. We have to name it as an echo. Click on three dots, rename, and echo. Task one is done. Let's jump into the next one. So this is also a first task. I think it's a part of some task. Review the request. Notice the different parts of API request. Fine. We'll review the request. The post request. This is the request URL. Request body JSON object and the body tab. This is the body tab. We are seeing a body tab. So JSON format, context, JSON format, payload, level. Fine. Everything looks good. One is done. And second, send the request. Send the request and look at the response on the bottom. Okay. We'll send the request now. To send the request, click on the send button. Okay, we can see generally we can see so 200 responses success response. So this is what we're expecting at each and every stage. That's fine. Jump into our task. Okay, HTTP status code, response time. This is the status code. We got 200. Response time is 1146 millisecond. It is good. Response size is 951 bytes. This is also good. And response body, where is response body? This is the response body we got for this request. Okay, and it says multiple items so that as of now you don't need to focus on these line items, focus on this area. Okay, response body. And then third task is inspect the response under pretty view or the response body. Okay, this is the pretty view. We're already in pretty view, so we don't need to confuse. We're already in pretty view and we are seeing the response. And from the server, proper state. Okay, okay, data return from the server, inspect the response header return from the server. Okay, this is already done. We just saw all the responses, headers and all. This is good. We'll move on to the next step. The next step is update the request. Update the value of the payload property in the request body, something else besides hello world. What they're saying is the hello world, by default they have provided the hello world, but we need to update this hello world into some other text. We can call this text as if I'm giving my name, you can give anything. Day 1, day 01. As I said earlier, don't forget to click on the save button before sending the request. Click on save. We will be seeing the payload. So we will be seeing the response payload day 101 because I just modified it right now. And we got the response and we got 200. These are all fine. We got headers. Everything looks good to me now. Click on save button. Now we'll go into the fourth step, that is update the request. Update the payload property in the request body to something else besides server that is done. Save your changes and move to the next folder in the collection to submit your solution. Okay, we have just completed the day 1 task. The day 1 it will not require much time, right? It will be a 5 minutes task. We can do it. Yes, and submit a solution. So to submit a solution, we need an API key authorization. I'll tell you how to create that and all. Before that, it says we need to provide the collection ID. We can save it as a variable, but right now for this video, what I'll do is I'll create a collection. I'll put the collection directly with the collection ID. This is how. So you have to click on this collection, and then click on this information icon, and then click on copy. This is copy icon. You can copy the collection ID. Come back here, click on submit collection, and paste the set ID. It says set up new authorization. I have already authorization set up. If I want to set up new authorization, if you are trying for the first time, then definitely you need to set up a new authorization. This authorization via API key. So I'll teach you how to create an authorization and set up new API, and you will be in this. You'll be getting into this page. Click on Postman API key link, you will be redirected to this page. Okay, so I have already one API key which I can reuse it, but for you I'll tell you how to create. So you can click never API key or API key expire after 30 days, 60 days, anything you want. Click on this and click generate API key. You have to name the API key here. Okay, so uh, it should be unique value, and don't forget to save the API key which you are generated. Okay, Shom API key. Now, right now I'm not going to create. I'm just giving you an advice. And yeah. You click on generate API key, then save the API key for future, because with the same API key we are going to submit all our solutions, all the 15 days solutions. Okay. Yes, I have copied my API key already, which I created, and I'm pasting the API key and click on save authorization. It should be saved, and click on save here, then click on send button. You will be able to see the results. And as well as, if you notice, previously we saw 200, this and all we saw. At the same time, we saw the pretty response. This time, in the new tab called test results, and we got 5 out of 5. I know this is how we got this 5 out of 5, because Postman itself have a set of test case to pass each and every request, to validate each and every request. Based on the validation, it will throw a response. Like if it is passed, you will be getting 5 out of 5. That is, your collection got submitted. And then you need to submit the workspace. So click on workspace again. So this time we need to copy the workspace ID. Last time we copied the collection ID. To get the workspace ID, click on this workspace name and click on this info icon, copy the workspace ID, close this one, come back to submit workspace. We can go for the variables later on. This one, I'm just pasting the workspace ID directly in the URL endpoint. Get, this is a get request, and clicking on submit, we should be able to submit the request, as well as we should be seeing the test results. Test results, see, we got 200 responses. This is fine. While seeing the test results, I can see workspace has unique name, assertion, expectation to include, okay, to not include 15. That means what they're referring is you should not create the workspace with any of the word like 15 days challenge, postman challenge, and also what we will do is we will change the name of this to update the workspace name. Yeah, click on workspace from 15 days challenge, and yeah, click on here and update. Instead of having 15 days challenge and all, we can make it as testing, API testing, testing, API testing. I think this should work now. I don't see any save button. Just click Ctrl S. I think it auto saves everything. Again, copy the workspace ID. Every time the ID gets changed, if you change the workspace name, come back to submit workspace. So not find. Okay, we were in the previous workspace. We need to jump into from AP testing workspace. Explore public. Something is wrong. Come back here. Click on from AP testing. Yeah, it should load some time. Okay, some workspace is there. Come back here to do paste the workspace ID. Click on submit. Okay, let's see the test results. Okay, still it is considering we have some. Okay, doesn't changed. Let me try to change create testing to something else. Some testing. Let's say some testing is fine. Workspace. You go to home. Back. Workspace from here. Go to submit your collection. Submit workspace. Okay, we forgot to copy the workspace ID. Copy it. Submit workspace. Space the ID should be a new ID. Consent. We are doing something wrong here. Go to test. Oops, it should not include any test at all. My bad, guys. I didn't read clearly. So this is that is why I said you have to read the response clearly. If it is not, then you will be struggling while doing the submission. We can call it Sham. I'll put it my name. My full name is Sham Chandra. I'll just put my name, save, copy the newly generated ID, put home to Sham Chandra, copy the workspace ID, close here, click on submit workspace, delete it, paste it. Is it changing? Hope it should. Get the submit button now. Yes. Now we got 4 out of 4 because we have modified as per the test one. So this is that is why earlier I said, right, the Postman itself have created list of tests to validate our all the requests and responses and all. Try to do it. So this is the reason we got failed. PM expect name do not contains 15 Postman days challenge test. It should not contain all these keywords. And yeah, so we successfully submit collection and workspace, and day one is done. And hope you should be clear. And if you have any doubts, you can reach me out. You can add your doubts in the comment section. I will reply back. And yes, we'll continue on day two.